While on duty, officers are trained to call for backup before danger strikes, but sometimes they're caught off guard and outnumbered, with no time to react and no choice but trying to fight for survival.
The other two officers.
He's shot Rachel, I believe. Thinks he's dead.
Here are the moments when cops got outnumbered by crazy criminals. Starting off with the case of when an off-duty officer was outnumbered in a gunfight that he started himself.
Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, they shot me. I think that it bounced off.
On May 31st, 2023, an off-duty officer pulled up to a dumpster blocking an alleyway on the road. The officer walked out of the car and moved the dumpster, but moments later the officer was fired upon, prompting him to return fire. However, footage from another angle tells a different story. This angle shows the officer discharging his firearm prior to being shot at. When the officer fired the initial shot, the group scattered for cover and instantly returned fire. What he hadn't realized was that they were armed and ready to respond. From their perspective, the man, who they didn't know was an officer, had opened fire out of nowhere, and shooting back felt like self-defense in what they believed was an unprovoked attack. After a total of 20 shots were fired, the officer walked into his vehicle and started to drive towards the people he'd just been in a gunfire with, leading to yet another shootout. Minutes after the shooting, when the officer was away from the scene, he placed a 911 call.
Hey, what's up? I'm a police officer. I just got shot by these gangbangers.
What's the location?
The location is Maypole and Levitt. It's block west. I'm not sure.
Stay on the line, sir. Hold on.
What's up?
Hello, fire department.
Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, they shot me. I think that it bounced off. I don't think I'm hit, but I don't think it bounced into me.
All right, where are you at?
But I'm at Levitt and Maypole. I don't know if I want to call it 10-1 or not, but they shot my truck and they shot me.
I'm sorry, are you a PRU officer?
I'm a PO. My start number is one.
Listen, we got him on the way.
My start number is 15638, and they shot me up, and they're like a block west of Levitt.
Okay, listen, we got him on the way. Levitt and Maypole, okay?
Yeah, I'm off duty. I just drove away. They shot my truck.
All right, we're on the way.
So can you send the police here, please?
Yeah, they got him on the way.
A block west of Levitt on Maypole is where they're at.
Okay, we got him on the way, okay?
Okay, thank you, brother.
All right, we'll see you then.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello? Can you hear me?
So they shot me in my arm.
Okay.
So I think it bounced off. So I think I'm going to go to the hospital, but.
Okay, well, they're already coming, sir, so just be looking out for them.
Okay. I hear them coming.
Okay. And you were shot in your arm, right?
Yeah, I was shot in my arm.
Do you know who shot you?
It's 20 or 10 black, or not, I shouldn't say black, I should say 20 male blacks that are sitting in that corner. And they keep shutting down the system, and I rolled through and they shut me up.
Okay.
They shut my car up and they shut me up.
Thankfully, there were no serious injuries as a result of the encounter. The department that this officer works for is still working on this case. What are your thoughts on this incident, and what do you believe would be the outcome of this? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Now, we turn to the case where a large group of teens began harassing officers shortly after they arrested several of their friends, following the discovery of multiple illegal firearms inside their car.
Y'all don't have probable cause. Y'all pulled up, hopped out, and walked up to a car.
Like, if I had a badge on, I would beat y'all.
I'm about to sue y'all.
On July 30th, 2022, officers from the Akron Police Department pulled over a vehicle during a routine traffic stop, only to discover multiple unregistered loaded firearms inside. The officers had no choice but to arrest the occupants, but what should have been a straightforward arrest quickly escalated as their unintelligent group of friends didn't take it lightly.
Yeah, we can put her down in my cruiser.
They said I'm not under arrest, I'm just being detained.
Multiple firearms in the vehicle, we have to figure out what's going on.
I don't know. But he said nothing's gonna happen because I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay.
We just gotta figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
So just have a seat.
He said that they're gonna just just let me go after they done doing it.
Alright, that's my sister. I'm just trying to figure out
Should be alright.
Okay.
There's just a lot of guns in the car. We gotta figure out what's going on.
Okay.
If you mind kicking your feet in. I'll roll down the window and you can talk there if you want. You're not like an missing person or anything?
No.
Okay. Which one is y'all, your sister?
Me.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay. Where do you guys live?
We live here.
Okay. Well, where does she stay? Okay. Well, where do you actually
These
stay
people
at?
not with me though.
Sure,
We
sure.
just outside. I live
Yeah.
right there.
Go ahead.
How long she gotta stay in here?
We just have to figure out, there's a lot of guns in that car. Like a lot of guns.
And if you don't mind me asking, like, why did y'all have to look in the car, or y'all just did?
What's that? I don't know why they.
What made y'all search that car?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. As you can see, my car is way back here.
Right.
So I was one
I
of the
was
last
just
ones to
asking.
arrive.
I was just asking.
I don't know. I don't know if someone called and said that there were people with guns in the car. I don't know. But
We're going freaking.
But I don't know. Y'all in this car. What did I take her for?
did you have traffic for 204?
The officer soon walked over to the larger group of teens, since he sensed that they got more and more aggressive.
Hey, bro, why you putting her in handcuffs? Because she's under arrest. For what? My cousin ain't going nowhere. You saw don't see a girl. Stop talking.
Nobody got no gun, bro.
Or what? What you gonna do, bro? What you gonna shoot me? Shoot me? I don't got no gun. Let's go. Shoot me.
Everybody go. Get going. Everybody go.
Nigga, you all arresting girls. What you talking about, bro? No, stop touching me.
Do you know why she's under arrest?
Why?
Do you know?
Why?
Okay.
Why? Why? Do you know? Do you know? What you gonna do? What you gonna hit me?
Step back.
What you gonna hit me? I don't even know why you
Rich Jalen Walker, where's your names out on your badges? Like,
Mine's right here. Mine's right there.
right, but y'all hit him though. Y'all hit him though.
No, we didn't hide him. Out of vest carrier.
Why are y'all arresting girls? Y'all really kill people. Y'all not even do.
Okay, keep going. Keep
Talking
going.
about. Somebody got shot yesterday. Y'all didn't do.
Killed they self, bro. They killed that boy, bro.
You're not going over here.
Yo, and
We're
kid
not free
ass.
to go over there.
For real, Rich Jalen Walker.
You really look like a buster. Yo, head ass. Lame as hell.
Chill.
Y'all must have get bullied in high school or something. Lame ass.
Excuse me, sir. What's your name? Cause you touched me.
Y'all pulling up with kids and these people really out here dying. Y'all not doing it. How many y'all murders?
Why is it 30 of y'all?
How many y'all murders is it?
What's your badge number? Right.
How many y'all murders? They ready?
Huh?
They ready?
I don't know. How many are there?
I mean, you tell me. Hey, y'all want to shoot?
I don't
They want
want
to shoot us, bro.
Don't worry about this.
At this point, the group of teens were acting aggressively and disrespectfully toward the officers, who were doing their best to stay in control, knowing the situation could escalate at any moment.
Police pulled up for no reason, pulled out with their guns out, hopped out in somebody's car, no reason. An illegal search, sir, right or wrong? Hey, sir, it's an illegal search. How is it not?
He just did a legal search because nobody was ever in this car and hopped out.
I'm right here in Joy Park. I don't know why, because they was in the car, they said they found whatever they was going to find, I don't know. They was sitting in the car park, we all been in the car park for like an hour, 2 hours. And they just moved up and searched it. You don't know me to say my name, dude. You a detective? You a detective? What's your detective for what? What's your name?
He's not their friend.
How you know me?
Y'all cool? Wait,
You don't know me.
Well, I'm sorry, ignorant of y'all. I got a serious question. Y'all know
That's our
outside of
problem.
work.
It's people out here killing you worried about me. You feel me?
Wait,
People
so
out here and you ain't doing shit about it. You're not solving murder.
y'all not
I'm not gonna lie, you're not solving
What
murder.
do I gotta say?
I'm gonna keep it bucket. You're not solving murder. Y'all not. What's your name? So I can hear about it. Maisie, Detective Maisie, y'all not solving shit. This is way more unsolved murder than solved murder.
Yes, you do need probable cause. What was the probable cause? Did you have probable cause? The car was parked. Hey, you was here first. Stop touching me. You was here first. Did y'all have probable cause? I wasn't here first. Yes, you been arguing. I've been talking to you since all these cars came here. Stop lying.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. You're not arguing shit.
What?
That happened this month. You told me.
Like, why? I'm not explaining this. So why did y'all take the car? Y'all right there. Why did they take the car?
I don't have to tell you anything.
All right. Y'all don't have probable cause. Y'all pulled up, hopped out, and walked up to a car. Y'all pulled up, hopped out, and walked to a car. What about that girl that got shot?
What about her?
The one in Cleveland.
We don't work Cleveland. We're in Akron. We're not in Cleveland.
He's a chicken chaser. He's one of the chicken chasers. I know that guy. He's a good dude. I like him.
Just here to cut. You know y'all.
Alright, but why you
What? I don't know if niggas safe. Walking up to the car, knocking on the window, pulling out the car. What's keeping people safe? Because people every day. What are y'all really doing? Y'all just killed the innocent. Y'all just killed the innocent. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? If you're gonna ask me a question, answer a question. Did you know it was guns in the car? Or then.
I showed up later.
Or then. So you knew it was guns in the car? Or I thought so?
If I had a badge on, I would beat up.
No, he can't fight.
Bro, suave. I don't know what the f*** you need, bro. Detective, solve some murder. Hey, shut up. Do your job.
At this point, there was zero progress, and one thing was for sure. The group of wannabe tough teens had no intentions of easing down their behavior.
Take it, Alright, what's your number? I'm about to sue you.
Wait, I don't got no camera. So you can record? You allowed to do that?
Yeah, we have body cameras on too. They record. This records.
Hey, hold on. When you take my picture, take it like that. Hold on.
Say my name.
Hold on. Put me in there. Hold on. I didn't know y'all could do that.
Why not? You can record.
I'm about to go back that way.
These cars coming. Where is my phone?
What y'all doing over this for though, bro? Y'all doing over out here. Y'all not doing. You know that? I got friends who died. Y'all ain't out. Y'all not doing over here. Y'all worried about. You're not solving. Number. You're not solving. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all not solving.
Coming up, the officers drove away from the scene with the detained girl to deliver her a message, but not the one that she had expected.
Hey dear, go ahead, step on when I cuff you. So you're not being charged with anything, okay?
Okay.
But we're just gonna get you home or something.
Okay.
What's your address, like where your guardian lives, your mom or dad?
She's at work right now. That's why I was at my sister's.
What's your sister's address?
It's 14. I just know it's minutes away. I don't know the exact number. The parking lot. I got them on StockX.
Where?
StockX.
In the end, all all the girls were released from their cuffs. Some might argue that the rest of the group were the ones who should have been cuffed for acting disorderly. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Now we turn to the case where a pair of aggressive parents confronted and outnumbered a lone female officer at a school.
Do you feel proud that you are this worthless lady?
One more time. Hey, you don't do that.
On November 19, 2024, a school resource officer called in the parents for a meeting to discuss their son's behavior after he had shoved a girl to the ground. The mother, a kindergarten teacher in the same district, was expected to know the proper protocols, but what was supposed to be a calm conversation quickly spiraled into something much more chaotic.
When this process goes through court, you can explain your side of the story to the judge. It's ultimately going to be up to the judge what is going to happen from here on out.
Okay, you are failing kids right here. We're not talking about us. Because believe me, if it were about the adults, we can solve this at all different levels. So we are talking about a kid that I'm fooling. Now I'm telling you, I'm talking to you.
Shortly after the meeting began, the father got furious and was asked to leave.
Yes, I am going to do, guess what? Because I paid your salary. Okay, what happened to you? Okay, why are you so worthless? Do you feel proud that you are this worthless lady? Do you feel this proud that you are this worthless? Shut the f up because I paid your salary. You don't. Okay? That's what happened. Look, what is gonna happen? What is gonna happen?
You need to leave.
You are a worthless piece of shit. Yeah, go back up. No wonder no wonder you.
You need to leave.
There's nothing else we can do, okay?
At this point, it seemed like it was the father that was the main issue, but soon the mom took things to the next level when she pushed the officer.
You need to leave.
You
put your hand in my face one more time. You don't do that.
At this point, things had already spiraled out of control, but only got worse as the father had taken the officer's taser from her while she was on the ground.
Down right now! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back now! Put your hands behind your back now!
Yeah, please, thank you. Dad.
Central Kilo 47.
The apple clearly didn't fall far from the tree. The resource officer was rushed to the hospital with concussion symptoms, while the parents were arrested and booked into the Volusia County Branch Jail. Moving on to the case where a group of girls' trashy behavior quickly escalated into a physical altercation, leaving the officer outnumbered and struggling to gain control.
Get out of my face, get out of my face. Y'all, back the off of me. Get the fuck back. Get the back.
On October 31st, 2023, an officer was on patrol when he noticed a girl throwing a can out on the road. What was intended to be a lifted finger and a, "Hey, we don't do that here," quickly took a turn for the worse.
I threw a can! What are you talking about?
Listen to me. The next time I see you throw trash, you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna go to jail. Hey, you get out of my face. Thank you.
Let her go. Don't fucking. What the f?
12, I need a couple other units in the 200 block of apartments. Don't give a shit, you're a minor. Hey, tell her to come down to the police department and see me. My name's Lieutenant May. Hey, I don't care if you're mad. Tell her to come and see me. My name's Lieutenant.
At this point, one of the girls threw the can again, but this time directly pointed at the officer, and that was when his patience started to wear thin.
Yeah, Gladen Park.
Do not touch me. I'm calling my mother. Move. Come here. No, if you touch me, I swear to
I'm not. Do I look like I'm touching you?
Yes, you just pushed me to
I wasn't talking to you.
It don't matter. Oh
Hey, call your mama so I can find out where you live. Call your mom so I can find out where you live. Call your mom. Call your mama so I can find. Hey, call.
I don't care. I don't care.
I threw a can in your
And then threw it at me. So that's a different story. Hey, call your mom.
friend. Like, what are you doing?
Call your mom. I'm not going to touch you. Call your. Okay. Call your mom. Call your mom. Call. I'm super extra. Hey, call your mom. You can call your mom too.
Coming up, the officer called for backup, and that was when the argument started to intensify.
Parents are on the way.
Ain't nobody on the way because I don't.
No, I need to talk to him. I want to talk to him.
What?
For throwing this at a cop.
He didn't even touch it.
Okay, so yeah, throwing it at a cop.
I threw it because what are you?
Hey, it's all on camera. Y'all are making. Hey, don't get out of my face. Get out of my face. Listen to me.
Why'd you touch me though?
Listen. You're gonna get. Hey, listen. Hey, because you can't. Because you're impeding my investigation. That's why. That's why. Listen. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Listen, y'all, back the off of me. Get the fuck back. Get the back. Get 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 back.
The next moments unfolded quickly. Officer May took one of the girls to the ground, and according to a release report from the Hot Springs Police Department, that was when the other 3 girls began hitting him in the face and neck simultaneously. Backup officers soon arrived on the scene and helped break up the fight.
Hey, you better put your head behind your back. Unison, calm down, slow down. Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. No, you're good. It's just teenage girls. You're trying not to. Well, we got 40. Well, we're getting a crowd. If we have 1 or 2 more that can come this way. Hop in.
Coming up, one of the girls who punched Officer May tried to talk her way out of the situation, but that was when he hit her with a hard dose of reality.
You can put in next. She. Take them all to the PD. We'll call parents from there so we don't get a crowd.
No, you got
Bye.
cups on you.
All right. Get up.
Okay, I'm compliant.
No, you punched me in the face. You're not compliant.
You punched me first.
No, I didn't. I pushed you back. It's all on camera. You're good.
Oh my God! Can y'all call my mama, please?
Yeah, please. I've been trying to get you to call your mom.
Okay.
Too late.
I'm okay with that.
Too late to be nice.
You punched me in my face first. I don't have anything on me. I was
Okay. Well, you're under arrest for battery on an officer.
You can't touch me there. Do you want me to lift up my shirt? Like, what?
Nope. We don't need you to do anything else except do what we tell you to do. No, we're not.
Can I get my wig?
No, ma'am. Get your foot in so it doesn't get shut in the door, okay?
Okay.
When all girls were successfully placed in police cruiser, he took a moment to explain to his fellow officers what led up to this physical altercation.
A littering call. So yeah, there'll be a littering report. Just upload those into that. Okay. What's up, dude? So
this whole thing.
This is crazy.
Well, man, I came around the corner and I had the one that was on your back, and I just tapped her on the ground.
Dude, like, I just saw him throw a Red Bull can, and I was gonna stop and be like, hey man, pick up the can. Well, they pick it up and start running. I'm like, hey, well, don't run. That can change, man. I'm like, just come back and talk to him for a minute, and it's automatically FU, and all this, and so like I'm running home. I'm like, cool. I'm just gonna follow you home, and I'm gonna talk to mom and dad. And one of them like tried to cut me off from the other one, and I'm like, one of them tried to cut me off from the other one, so I just kind of shoved her out of the way. Yeah. Dude, and then all three of them, you're trying not to just like punch a teenage girl. Right?
All 3 girls were charged with second-degree battery. Now, let's turn to the case where officers were ambushed by 3 heavily armed anti-government extremists, a confrontation so violent that several of them never made it home.
Coming, they're shooting.
The other 2 officers.
He shot Rachel, I believe. I think she's dead.
On December 12, 2022, 4 Australian police officers were dispatched to a remote property in Wiambilla, Queensland. Their mission seemed routine: follow up on a missing persons report concerning Nathaniel Train, a former school principal. However, what the officers didn't know was that the property was occupied by heavily armed individuals.
Jesus. Yeah, 4P. Yep.
Keely, Rachel, Matt.
She's our newest first year.
Oh, how new? When did you start?
Just started general phase.
Yeah.
Just started general phase. General phase. General? Mental phase? General phase?
Oh, okay.
First year? Yeah. So week 9 or something?
Yeah, okay. So you FTO?
FTO train?
You did the recent one?
Yeah.
Tara's in the training station. Let's send off.
Pretty good. Just get her to do everything. As you see, there's a arrest warrant for this fella. Yeah, I think.
The officers had no idea that they were walking into a dangerous property, and out of the blue, the suspects appeared, starting a dangerous gunfight.
Hello, hello. Hello?
Hey, buddy, what's the we got?
He shot Rachel, I believe. I think she's dead. She shot him, I think. No, he's still walking. He's trying to walk around me.
She shot him?
Oh, no, she shot at him. There's 2 of them. They've got Matthew's gun now.
Now, mate, hang in there. What about the other 2? You got eyes on Keely and Matt?
Matt's not moving. Rachel's not moving now.
At this point, 2 of the 4 officers were down. The 3 suspects, deeply entrenched in anti-government and conspiracy beliefs, had fortified their home and were lying in wait. Police intelligence at the time had not flagged any threats or high-risk concerns associated with the address. This meant the officers arrived with no expectation of violence and no warning that they were walking into an ambush.
Mate, do they know where you are?
Yes, they do.
Mate, can you, obviously scramble from tree to try and retreat out of there?
I'll try.
Can you try and do that?
I can try. Want me to do that? They're coming, they're shooting.
The other 2 officers.
You good? Think of me. Hello? I'm in the car, driving away. Oh, I can't hear because of the firearm shots. Oh. Hello?
Are you there, buddy?
Yeah. Where do you want me to drive to? Yeah, well, there's two of them. I think I've been shot. I don't know where. They've got multiple shots on the window of the car, but I had to drive away a bit. Lost a shoe. I've got blood on my face. I don't know where I've been.
Constables Arnold and McCrow were pronounced deceased at the scene. A neighbor, Alan Dare, who heard screaming and loud gunfire, went over to check what was happening, but was also fatally hit and passed away. After a tense 6-hour siege, specialist police units engaged the 3 suspects. All 3 were deceased during the confrontation. The attack has since been classified as Australia's first fundamentalist Christian terrorist incident. The trio's actions were driven by shared extremist beliefs and delusions, fueled further by online interactions with conspiracy theorists, including an American named Donald Day Jr., who has since been arrested in the US for allegedly inciting violence.